This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It's a 2000 Dodge Ram 2500 quad cab. That would be a 4-door extra cab. It's a Laramie SLT, 5.9 liter Cummins turbo diesel. It's 4-wheel drive, and it's a 5-speed manual transmission. I think we all know what we're talking about here. That is very important. Aside from being a 5.9, manual 4x4s are really rare. Has 164,000 miles. It was a theft recovery purchased directly from an auction, insurance auction in Denver. We bought it knowing that it didn't have a front bumper and it had this atrocious metal contraption on the bed, which we took off and we put another bed liner in, a brand new bed liner in. The wheels have been stolen. We bought some used wheels and tires off of Craigslist for it. It's been in hail. It's got dents and dings. Cosmetically ugly. So I can't even, I guess I can't be any more graphic than that. But people who buy these trucks are definitely not buying the looks. If you're buying the looks, you're insane, because this doesn't have any. All right, this is about 5.9 Cummins 4-wheel drive manual. That's what this is about. It's got a 4-inch lift on it. Like we said, you'll see the before and after pictures where it doesn't have a bumper and has a bunch of spares on it for wheels to get it off the ground. They stole some parts under the hood, which we replaced. Give you a quick rundown here. Here's my notes right here. Let's see. Exhaust from the motor back was replaced. We put it's got basically exhaust and muffler from the motor back. It doesn't have a cat. Okay, no catalytic converter. So if you want a catalytic converter, most people take them off anyway, but you may need them in your area. If you do, we can put one on before it ships out or before you get here to pick it up. It's about $300 if you need one. Let's see. We also did rear brake lines. There was a big cut in one of them, so we replaced rear brake lines. There was a instrument. The bezel that goes around the instrument cluster was, we put a cover over that. They always crack, so we put a new cover on those. Front bumper and valance, I told you about that. 4 used wheels and tires, which we paid $500 for. Brake pads and rotors, front and back. New bed liner, oil and filter, new airbox and air filter. It has a clear title, 164,000 actual miles. Manual transmission, 5.9 4x4 SLT. Now you know. All right. Let's see. Anyway, those are the wheels. Really high tread on these front tires. I would say probably 60% tread. There's your lift. Like I said, it's got it's got dings and dents. It came from Denver. We see a lot of hail damaged cars in Denver. They sold it on a clear title. And like I said, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on the cosmetics because it just doesn't matter on this truck. But it is my job to make sure that these things are accurately portrayed. I think even if you were a body guy, you could spend a million hours in this thing and not be happy. So if you're buying it to fix it, look at the bedside. See, it's got a dent in the side. It would be a silly thing to do, I think. I guess you could do it if you were a body guy and you wanted to spend, several days doing body work and then painting. You could, but I think that defeats the purpose of this one. This one is just a brute. The bumper, for some reason, is pushed down. We tried to pull it up a little bit, but it didn't happen. It could probably use a rear bumper. It does have a ball. They stole the exhaust in this thing, and the reason why, there's a cutout hole. They obviously had a smokestack. They had a stack exhaust coming out here. That's what that was for, that hole there. They just stole a bunch of stuff off this truck, and we had to replace it all. So we did. From a mechanical standpoint, it's outstanding. From a cosmetic standpoint, as you can tell, it is not outstanding. Tow package back here. And pretty much the same on this bedside. Just a lot of dings and dents and scratches and what have you. I'd say the rear tires look like they're about 40 or 50%. The front tires look like maybe 60 or 70%. You even got, I would peel that tint off. Those Ram stickers. See how it's got that big break in there. But we'll leave that up to you. Open the hood. You can tell that these are the original fenders that haven't been backed off. No tools have been on the bolts there. We have brand new battery on this side, and we have a brand new battery on this side. So you also have two new batteries also. Let me fire this thing up. Let you listen to it run under the hood for a second. I'm gonna have to have someone come out here and drive it for me. Obviously I can't do a video and drive a manual. 164,000. Right angle here. 164,751 miles. No radio. They stole the radio. Obviously a trip to Best Buy or something that you have in your garage sitting on the shelf and probably plug in there and go. Air is blowing ice cold. This piece right here just glues right on top of these bezels. As you know, they're famous for cracking. Air is blowing ice cold. Let's see. Let's try the windows and locks. That's your driver window. There's your passenger window. Let's see about the mirrors. Out, in, up, down, other side. Out, in, up, down. Alright, door locks. Turn the air down a little bit. Let's see, we have cruise control. There's the cruise control on and off. We have a tilt wheel right here. I do remember that the column, they broke the column, so we had to buy a new column for it. So, new being a used column. But, let's see, let's look around here. Backseat looks great. That's the best, cleanest part of the car cosmetically. The interior doesn't look bad at all. There was a tear here that got repaired. We're missing the bezel that goes under the column. There's the window. Door panel. a tool for the wheels. I'm sure that's going to be rattling around when we drive it. When you hear that rattling around noise, that's what that is. Alright, I got my guy coming out here to drive it. That's unusual for this to work. Let's see. There you go. All that computer stuff works. That's kind of rare. Alright. Give a manual transmission class to the youngsters here. Anyone under 40. All right.
Still drive 3 on the tree, can you?
Yes, I can drive 3 on the tree.
4 low reverse.
Golly, that is definitely granny gear. First, yikes, that is serious granny gear. Holy crap. I guess that's why they buy the manuals, huh?
Yeah.
So they can move that big, heavy trailer. Now we're in 4 high.
Reverse. 4 high reverse. 4 high first.
That's not granny gear. Alright. Now we're going on a ride. Alright. If you come to Tucson to drive this thing home, you're going to pay taxes and dock fees. Dock fees are $250. Taxes are 2% city sales tax here in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is. If you come from Alaska, where a lot of our people come from, to drive them home, then you will be paying 0% sales tax, because that's what their state tax rate is, plus our 2%. And by the way, this road is brutal for videos. And we've got a lifted truck, so I'm bouncing around like crazy in here. So, if your state tax rate is 0, you're going to pay 2% tax, plus $250 dock fee. If your state tax rate is 3%, you're going to pay 5% tax and $250 dock fee. If your state tax rate is 7%, you're going to pay 9% tax and a $250 dock fee. Yes, that's it. This thing actually runs pretty good, doesn't it?
Clutch feels good. The steering's typically Dodge floaty.
Floaty steering. Go figure. Lifted Dodge. So at some point it's going to need a steering box if you want to make that go away, right? Steering box are what, 300 bucks?
300 bucks for the upgrade.
How much labor?
Take about an hour.
Hour and 300 bucks. If you want to take some of the float away, even with a brand new steering box, it's going to have float still because it's a Dodge. All right. Okay, sorry about the movement of the camera here, but that would be the nature of this truck. The clutch is good, shifts well, 4-wheel drive works, the air's blowing cold right now. It's just a really ugly truck. So if you're trying to show off, probably a bad idea. If you're trying to pull something really big, probably a good idea. Alright? Anyway, please make sure you get a deposit. Once you have a deposit, we have a deal. We'll put your name and a banner over the truck at wheelk.com. Also, eBay people. I say this at the end of every video now. If you want to check, it's not just this truck, it's all of them. Not singling out this truck. It's not a new truck. Go figure. But it is a truck with 168,000 miles and it's 14 years old. So guess what? It's out of warranty by a long, long time. When they made the warranty, they knew what they could assume would happen to it. The engineers did, the designers, and it's way past that. So if they don't know what's going to happen, we don't either. So please realize that you're buying something that may or may not need something sooner or later. So the money you're saving, put a little bit aside in your mind to fix something that could be wrong next week or next month or next year. This is a 164,000 mile, 14-year-old truck. Okay? If you're delusional and you want a truck that's brand new, and you want to pay what you're paying for this one, you need medical attention, psychiatric help, or you need to go to the auto mall and buy the version of this truck that's probably 45 or 50 grand. Okay? That said, it's a great truck. Thank you very much.